Alright, so today's video is a much demanded one. Today's video is a much requested one. Mayank, why haven't you ever made a video on dark men's style? Mayank, why don't you teach us, the not so firang men, about fashion and style? Well, I think I did. I thought I did, but you all want things very specific, very clear. Because as far as I'm concerned, as far as I remember, everything that I talk about on this channel is anti-racist. Everything that I talk about in my videos on this channel are quite evidently suitable for every human being, every species. But you all want things specific and clear. You all want things easily digestible and deeply broken down, because that will be a whole lot more easier for you to steer. Well, if that's your demand, if that's your request, gentlemen, then I can't do anything about it. If the dark men style tips is what you're going to ask, well then the dark men style tips is what you are going to get. Gentlemen, my name is Mayank Bhattacharya. This is Men's Essentials. Let's roll the intro. Alright, so first thing first, before I get into the video, here's the thing. Your skin complexion or your skin tone or your skin type has got nothing to do with your attraction or sexiness. I know, mind blown, crazy, but true. Now I know this is irrelevant, now I know this is stupid, but I still somehow thought it was important for me to address it before I even get into the video. Because hey, the folks in this country are in dying need to hear this. You being black, blue or white has got nothing to do with your handsomeness, attractiveness or sex appeal. This is just some hideous racism, and it's about freaking time we stop thinking or even talking about it anymore. Now, coming to the main topic, coming to the main question in hand. What are some of the best dark men style tips or some of the best dark men fashion tips that we Indian men can have or we Indian men can use in our daily lives? What are some of the most helpful, some of the most effective fashion and grooming tips that we the Indian men, we the darker Indian men can use to elevate our style, grooming and fashion pride? Well, let's talk all about it. Tip number one, will start with the grooming. The hair, the beard and the mighty mustache. You see, if you are someone of darker complexion, if you have a darker skin tone, chances are you lack textures, perspective to someone else's eyes to differentiate between your skin, face and hair. You see, things are a whole lot more difficult to perceive or appreciate when they are not exposed or presented right. Darker skin complexion or darker skin tone means an overall monotonous vibe. Now, the easiest way to add layers, textures and interest to something monotonous is by manually making some changes, is by forcing some changes in that monotonous thing. In this case, let's talk about hair and grooming. If you're trying to get yourself a new haircut for your darker skin tone or skin complexion, try to get something which has textures, try to get something which can add the separation between your hair and your face. Something like a high fade, something like fringes or something that can even be of different colors, dreadlocks or even afros for that matter. These things are very prominent on your head. These things are very evidently out there on your head, which makes a whole lot more easier for anyone else to make the difference and to separate things between your skin and your hair. Now, if you look at a lot of pro basketball players, you will see them follow this, you will see them do this. They look hot, they look handsome, and there is no other reason besides them using these things appropriately in their favor. Why else do you think I always have a high fade on my face? It's quite obvious. See, anything that you can do to your face that can separate your face to your hair is our number one goal, is our number one concern here. Do not keep things simple, do not keep things boring, especially when they are all of the same colors. Try adding some textures, try adding some details and try making some difference in it. The idea here is to use these two things in complement to each other. Complement and contrast, because you want your face to pop out. Shabby beard or teen stashes aren't going to do you any good in this case. Speaking of good, let's talk all about the style. Gentlemen, if you are someone of the darker complexion, if you are someone who gets tanned very easy, or if you are someone who has relatively less white skin pigmentation, then guess what? You are lucky. You see, everyone in this world loves the desi skin complexion. They love the natural tan, they love our exotic self. It is just that some people in our own country are extraordinarily dumb, orthodox and stupid. Gentlemen, these guys are so irrelevant, these guys are so ignorant that they don't even give a rat's ass about their very own instilled app called Gorapan and fairness. They all spend hundreds and thousands of rupees in getting fairness creams and trying to whiten their skin complexion, failing to realize that this is a freaking blessing. This is a freaking asset. You see, if you are a dark man, you can literally, I mean quite literally, wear anything and everything you can think of. Your skin tone is neutral, your personality is something very unusual, and trust me when I tell you this, there is nothing stopping you in being your very own James Bond. Two simple things, two short things that I would however want you to keep in mind are: 1. The colors, 2. The textures. You see, just like the way we discussed the importance of textures when it came to our hair, facial hair and our grooming game, the similar rule applies to our clothing and our outfits as well. Now, I'll talk more about this, I'll talk more about textures in a minute, but for now, let's just focus on colors first. See, wear something that either complements your skin tone or wear something that absolutely contrasts your skin tone. In a layman's language, hear me out. Black and white. Light blue or sky blue versus navy blue. Charcoal grey versus light grey, and a light mustard yellow versus beige dark khaki. You see where I'm going with this? You see what I'm trying to say here? Both these colors are completely opposite to each other, but both these colors will work perfectly with your skin type, with your skin complexion. Darker colors like navy, dark blue, charcoal and all these things are a whole lot more neutral, therefore they'll be a complementary color to your skin type. Lighter shades like light pink, light yellow, light blue, light grey, these things are going to be a whole lot more contrasting to your skin tone, which will make your face pop out a whole lot more evidently. I mean, I don't know why people often confuse this. I don't know why people are often afraid of this. When I try to recommend any of my darker clients or darker friends to try out some of these color palettes in their own wardrobe or in their own style arsenal, they get scared of the fact that, dude, I'll look darker, dude, I'll look more black. How the fuck is it even relevant? The point here is to enhance your handsome. The point isn't here to make you look like a Snow White princess. Now, that being clear, let's talk about textures and patterns. You see, this pullover has some sort of textures in it. Now, if you're wearing something like this, the navy blue pullover and a black jeans, you can add a bit more of layering, you can add a bit more of textures and colors to it by just throwing in a nice contrasting scarf or a jacket or some shoes, bells, accessories, things like that. Similarly, if you're wearing a navy suit, if you're wearing a charcoal suit, you can try adding some fun with your shirt, some nice pocket squares and things like that. The whole idea is using colors or using textures with colors to add a bit more of structure and symmetry to your frame and to your face. See, the idea here is to use some bright colors but not make these bright colors the center of attraction, the center of the outfit. I'm just throwing in some colors to add that fun layer on top. A dark brown, dark purple or dark green suit may seem very interesting on some apparent models, but it will be a bit of a challenging task for you to style it and wear it right. No, not only because these colors are ugly and very difficult to style, but because we, the darker men, we the darker Indian men, have a bit of a green tinge in our undertone, in our skin tone anyway. So it's a whole lot more difficult for us to wear something that's dark green, dark brown and dark purple in nature. We have to be smart about these three colors because these three colors are probably the only colors that I would not recommend to wear. But I don't think there are any other colors ranging from pink to white to black that you can't wear and rock in your daily outfits. Just make sure that the colors aren't too bright and tacky because that will be anyway very unstylish in nature. But other than that, if you are wearing something very stylishly bright in general, you can always try to dress it down by wearing a contrasting color or a neutral color on top or around it. For example, a maroon scarf on a navy sweater or a navy blazer or things like that. See, you can either choose to keep things simple and subtle by wearing some neutral colors, or you can choose to make things look a bit more fashionable and stylish by wearing some nice bright pop of colors. I mean, that's your call, that's your personal style choice. In my 6 years of doing this, I think both these options are very great, very amazing, but that will depend on your personality, your lifestyle. Anyway, to be best aware of it, to use this most effectively in your favor, try following some darker men in your day-to-day life. Try finding a few models, try finding a few mentors who are a bit on the darker side or who are a bit on your complexion side so that you can see how they're wearing their outfits, you can see what they're wearing in general. And please make sure that these guys are well worth your time to be followed. Don't just follow anyone who is looking like a clown and then you end up looking like a clown. Don't do that. Try finding some credible resources who can help you find your style by them sharing their daily life. Anyway, that's where I'll end this video. That's where I'll conclude this video. In case you found this video helpful or entertaining or well worth your time, don't forget to let me know in the comment section box down below. And while you're doing that, don't forget to check out my Instagram if you are someone of the similar skin complexion, because my outfits and my color palette will give you an idea on what should you wear if you are having a similar skin tone or skin complexion like mine. I'm not a white guy, I'm not some fairy princess, I'm just this average Indian guy, and this is how it is. Anyway, I'll get back to work now. I'll make more average faced videos. I'll see you in the next one. You don't forget to dress sharp, stay strong and stay stylish. My name is Mayank Bhattacharya. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers. Perspective to someone else's eyes to
Vocabulary.com. If you think that toys come from children's minds.